Here we go. Here we go. First and foremost, let's give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Ruach Kadash, and double honor to our elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Okay? Just turn the camera on. Turn the camera on. Here we go. I wanna in this lesson or just reflection, I wanna let it be known that it's a blessing, it's a gift. This is a gift, you know, and we are not to take advantage of this gift, but to use this gift to our advantage. You know, this talent, as written in Matthew chapter 24, this is a talent to know what we know as Israelite men. The whole world, you know, has no account of this information. And even if they come across it, it hasn't resonated with their spirit. But because of the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it resonates with you. Let me get a scripture on that. And Salakia, that's not Matthew 24, that's Matthew 25. Salakia for that. John chapter 15 and 16, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask in the Father, ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. Okay? And that's going to go into the future, the actual, the instant or the soon future, the soon to be future. When you don't have nothing to drink. We don't have nothing to eat. When you don't have nothing to protect your family. It's our duty to as we receive this word and we see things going out, we see prophecies coming to pass, that we warn our people. Okay, the children of Israel. Starting with the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, Western Indians, and the Haitians. Those that might look like the other nations, the speckled bird, but are truly the seed of Yasharallah, Israel. He, Prince of Power. Okay? This is our duty. This is the new thing, the new song being sang in the last days. To wake our people up. And not all of our people, but just the elect of Israel. And if I didn't say it, Baba Kashar, or Salakia, but double honor to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. All right? For teaching us this truth. For having this, for standing firm. For standing boldly in the face of our oppressors to this day. Right? But this is a gift. This is a talent. Which I want to get that. Let me get that. About the talent. And the reason why I'm going into this lesson is because I want to say about 5 days ago, 4 to 5 days ago now, I was going over YouTube, you know how it go, and then you see a video or something pop up, and then you listen to it. And the video was called something about, it was a Jake asking the AI machine, about what's going to happen in Revelations and with they say Jesus, but when Yahweh shall come back, and the point that hit me is how it talks about the MOTB being exactly what our elders and apostles said it was going to be. Now, the reason why I'm doing this epistle is to let you know, let us know, and you with an S, us, and specifically myself going through seeing how Yahweh Shem shall work. If you don't do the work, believe me, he has somebody else that will do it. And that put me in a scared state, And he said, let's see what he said before I go there. Let's see what he said. Because also in that night, I was doing a little too much sipping, okay? I was sipping Heineken. It's an imported drink or beer, which I'm told that they're if you're gonna drink beer, that should be the best beer to drink, but I was doing a little too much, right? And the thing is, like, the night after or so, I had to go to camp. So I went to camp, and before camp, one of the brothers that's out there with us, he's told me, he told us, be sober. Out here, we're doing the work. Be sober. Even though I wasn't out drinking, nothing like that. I was in my home, or whatever. But I felt like I was I was drinking too much to actually come out with a lesson, to be edifying, right? I'm going to go to 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant. What's vigilant? Alertly watchful, especially to avoid danger. All right? Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And I was drinking a little too much, and I couldn't do the lesson. But my point is this: the Lord doesn't need us; He chose us. We didn't choose Him to come into this, and it's a blessing to even have that that opportunity. And that's why I'm doing this video right now. It's a how I say. Lucky. James 5 and 16. Confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Effectual. Successful in producing a desired or intended result. Effective. Okay? Effectual. Because I was sipping a little bit too much. I didn't do the work, and I let my brothers down. And on top of that, Yahweh Shai was letting me know, hey, I don't need you. He's not a respected person. And of course, the devil, like we read, he walk about seeking whom he will devour. Taking that seed of Yahweh Shai that was planted in us. You got brothers that get kicked out, of the truth. You got brothers that come in and get kicked out. It's not a revolving door. It's not like you come and go as you will, as you want to. All right, this is something that we have to stand firm in. We have to cut people off. We have to distance ourselves from people. We have to avoid people. You know, even loved ones, especially loved ones. You know, because they're not going to understand it as much as we should get it and understand it. You know, we have a great responsibility. You know, on our head. You know, and you know, it's scary. Not scary in a sense where I'm jealous of someone else doing the work. You know, I'm Tawadi Habashim Shah. But for opening my eyes and letting me know, hey, if you don't do it, I got someone else who will do it. You know, and the funny thing about it, it was actually the same day. The same day that the Spirit fell on me to do it, that it came up on my YouTube, that same day, it was like 5 days ago. And I believe it's the elder, I believe I have it on my phone. I forget. Hold on, matter of fact, Salaki, give me 1 second. So I could. Oh, wow. And see, and that's the thing. It was the elder Sahar, declaring the end from the beginning, or declaring the end. He came out with it, you know. And imagine how much more you, as a, you know, like a low man on the totem pole, saying something that resonates with the elders. That happened the other week too. Prior to that, you know, I was thinking about going into, or the Spirit came on me to go into, how how the new the coming of Yahweh Shai is similar. Is going to be like in the times of Noah. You know, I was telling my rib this, you know, and whatever and all that, but I didn't do the lesson. I didn't put it out there, you know, for our brethren. So Salakia, you know, for letting y'all down, you know, letting myself down, and first and foremost, you know, letting Yahweh Shai shot down, because I have to get better, you know. But this is what came into my mind when I saw that video. I want to go to Matthew chapter 25, and I'm going to start at verse, I'm going to start at verse, yeah. Let me start at verse, I'm going to start at verse 14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants, and delivered unto them his goods. All right? His goods. That's Yahweh Shai. You know? That's Yahweh Shai giving his servants, the men of Israel, this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding of prophecy. Right? These talents. Verse 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, and every man according to his several ability. And straightway took his journey. Okay? Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a time, that's you not doing the work. That's you taking this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding. When the Lord knocked on your heart and he said, go feed my sheep, do this. Do you love me? Go do this. Put this out there. When that spirit hits you, you're supposed to be on fire and go do it. All right? Now, granted, if you drink it too much, I wouldn't advise you to do it. That's why I brought out that verse about being sober and being vigilant. You know? And I had time to do it. You know, sometimes you get a little involved and you know, your family issues or your work issues. You know, and that's what we fighting. That's what we. You know, that's what the fire. That's what we have to fight through. You know, putting feelings and everything on the back burner to do the work. Right. But he that had received one went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. Okay? And it's been a short time that most of us, the newcomers, have been coming to this truth and learning and being exhorted and being, you know, uplifted and encouraged. You know? And there's a lot of men that's known this knowledge for years. That's why we have to give double honors again to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Because if they weren't those men, we would be led by a lot of liars, deceivers, you know, people that took the 501c. We'd be deceived by a lot of reprobate Israelite leaders right now. I could honestly say that. In my heart of hearts, I know that. For a fact. Okay? You know, they didn't hide their talents in a napkin and put it in the dirt. And these are the men that inspire us. So you don't have no damn excuses. We don't have no excuses. Yeah, you know, maybe a video a day is a lot for us newcomers. You know, we're still learning. We still take, and it is a lot. You know, I'm just speaking for myself, you know, because it's a lot going on. You know, we all have a different walk in life. Some of us probably don't have as many responsibilities or things to deal with, but you know, that's a greater reward. If Yahweh Shem Yahushua felt like you weren't able to do it or you couldn't do it, he wouldn't put it on you. You know? And maybe that's what we need. Those that feel like they just got a lot going on. Hey man, just imagine how much more if we keep pushing through. You know? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, through his mercy, his grace, he gives us the spirit to keep pushing through. How much more? What will our reward be? Right? Verse 20. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 more talents. You know, there's a scripture where it's written that we should be fruitful. You know, we should Slaki, I don't want to butcher it. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's what I was in. Slaki, I just went there. Slaki, family. Slaki, family. Yeah, John 15. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. Calm. All right? And in the time to come, you're going to ask the Lord for something. You know, and we're supposed to bring forth fruit, those talents. Because, you know, in Jacob's trouble, those that's receiving his word, the 1/3 that's getting his word, this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, they're going to remember, that, oh, that's the one. That's the one that told me about this truth. I remember seeing him. I remember hearing his words through the unicorn. Right? No matter what they might look like, you never know. It might be one of the people that's a doggone a guard or a military person or whatever. All right? You don't know how the Lord going to work everything out at the end of the day. We know that 1/3 is going to be saved, or is going to make it through the fire. We know that the remnant is going to make it through the fire. It's going to be chosen. Even those that die in this thing. We know that. Right? Verse 21. His Lord said unto him, Salaki, I'm back at Matthew 25, verse 21. Yeah. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Come to the kingdom. Here's your reward. Okay? He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. Verse 23, his Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Right? And that's the part of, let's get it. Let's get it. Romans chapter 8, starting verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness of our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, Yahushua. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. Okay? This is a thing of suffering. It's not a thing of Murphy doing what you want to do on your time. When that spirit hits you, you know, to do something, you know, and I see brothers at work, they be at work, man, 5-15 minutes on their break. You know, you see the brothers out there doing the work. And that's the spirit we should be in, like on fire. We can't, sometime, man, you might want to, that damn devil, hey, man, it's all right, man. Just drink a little bit more. You'll be okay. Hey, man, you so busy, man. You got to learn this and learn that. You just got off of work. You're dealing with your family. Man, 5-10 minutes ain't that much. And even though, you know, Lord willing, it go over, you might end up getting 20-30 minutes out of it. That spirit dwell on you. Like right now, I didn't expect, right now we at almost 30. You know, I'm going to cut it off because it's not too much longer to go. But man, enter into his joy. You know what that is? The peace and a position, moreover, a position in the kingdom of high stature. Right? Because this shit here, man, no matter how hard you try to be a manager or entertainer or a coach or any of that shit, man, These people that got those high positions in this world, they still ain't happy. They still ain't got no rest. And they just fight for a little consolation on this side, a little name. That as soon as they gone, somebody else gonna come and replace. A little record. No, this is eternal. This is gonna be eternal. This is an eternal gift. And the Lord bestowed it upon us to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know? So don't take advantage of it, but use it to your advantage. Go back to Matthew. Verse, let's go to verse 24. Then he which had received the one talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. So why you worried about how the Lord works? For one, you didn't give the talent to him. He gave us the talent. Right? Now, you might have some hard-headed Israelites out there that feel that way. They look like, hey, man, you know, why I got to do this, man? What did he do for me? Whatever, man. Yeah, if you feel like that, bro, I don't know what to say for you. I don't know. But anyway, well, that's y'all. Verse 25. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant. Thou knewest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchanges, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him that had 10 talents. For unto everyone that have shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away even that which he have. And that's the last thing. That's the last thing you want, or any of us want, is for Yahweh Shem Shai to take that spirit away from us. The Holy Spirit of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, of truth. That's the last thing. So if you hear that spirit, you feel that spirit, you know, telling you to do something, just, hey man, it don't matter if it's just 5 minutes. Proof, just make a point. Man, Lord willing, it's edifying, because that's what it's supposed to be about. Edifying, edification, and exhortation. To build up. To do the work. You know? And I know me saying this, I'm about to get tested for it. I'm about to get tested for it. Yeah, I got a lot of things to study. Yeah, we got a lot of things to study. We got a lot of things to endure. Our daily life in and out. But stay strong, man. Like, endure. You know, keep doing it. What else we got? Everything else is going to have to just be like, they're going to have to learn. And that's what we're learning from our elders and apostles, man. They put everything to the side. And if those people, those things ain't rocking with the spirit as our elders and apostles and the bishops out here doing the work, hey man, we got great examples. We have wonderful examples, beautiful brothers, man. To water Yahweh Shem Shai. Other than that, this is going to be the outcome. Verse 30. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into utter darkness. Out of this truth, man. Back in gross darkness, back in the world. You came from that. You don't want to go back to that shit. None of us want to go back to that shit. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Ain't nothing out there for us. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Lord forbid we fall in that category. Like I said, speaking to myself first and foremost. You know, I think there's one more verse I can pull up. Speaking to myself first and foremost. You know, because I'm not the only person that the only Akia that went through this or that's going through this. I know for a fact, as a matter of fact, there's things that I went through where you feel like you're not doing enough. You feel like the Lord is like, hey, okay, man, you ain't worried, you ain't trying to do this, and you get that feeling He's taking it from you, you know, and then through His mercy, He like just drop a little more. He drop a little bit more on you. You start retaining more. You start to grow and learn it. It's a give and it's a pull. It's a give and take thing. It's a fight. It's like Jacob wrestling the angel. You know, that's what it's like, man. Don't let go. Don't let go, brothers. Don't let go, man. Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Don't be in that mischief. The elder Menatazabah just put a video out about a brother that was, kind of not in GMS, or I don't even know if he knew about the awakening, Israel, but he was, under the Christianity banner, and he ended up falling into mischief, even though he was famous and everything like that. He was famous, going on talk shows and everything like that. But man, he fell into some mischief, being carnally minded, and man, he ended up, getting shot. And it was just a waste. Like, damn. But it was an eye opener, and I'm glad the elder Menatazabah had went back to that video and pulled it out recently, to just make it an edifying point, and it was very edifying, and eye opening. Why we here and how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. Again, Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Okay? And I'm going to just cut it off right there. All right? I'm going to leave it right there, man. I hope this lesson is edifying to the men, the hopeful elected men of Israel, to just keep fighting, keep fighting like our forefather Jacob. All right. Till next time, the water of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All praise, glory, and honor be to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Double honor to our elders and apostles of the great millstone. Endure, endure, endure. Yahweh Wah, Yahweh Shah, Ratazah. Endure. Till next time, Wah, Ba, Ba, Ba.